What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the fan reaction to the Premier League Matchday 3 match between Leeds United and Manchester City at Elland Road. Match is finished 1-1. Little bit of a disappointing result, this one, for Manchester City, so we're going to be seeing what the fans are saying out there and their general reaction. But before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help support my channel, then subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. It is free. We're on that big push towards 14,000 subscribers. We're less than 400 away. I wanted to hit that by tomorrow night, transfer deadline day. Let's see. Anything is possible. I still believe we can do it. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget also the email in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and also let me know your thoughts of this game in the comments below. And so we're going to crack on with this video. We're going to start off with the fan reactions first. So Mason has sent in a video last week. Thank you very much for that. I sent another video in today.
Bro, like, what was that? 1-1 to Leeds United, bro. Come on, like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. We should not be getting these results. We can't drop 4 points 3 games into the year. It's just not acceptable with the talent and the class we have on our team. Pep's got to figure it out or he's out.
Thank you, Mason, for sending in your video on the gram. I do agree, 4 points from the first 3 games, it's not good, I'm not going to lie. I do agree that it's Pep Guardiola's job here to sort things out. To me, Pep Guardiola looks a little bit lost. I don't know whether he's feeling the impact here of not having Mikel Arteta there. I know he's having some personal problems too with the pandemic, and sadly his mother passed away as well, which is completely understandable as to why he might not be feeling as motivated. I don't know a way forward, unfortunately, here for Manchester City and what Pep can do to sort things out. I think Pep's saying all the right things in the press. I do agree that he's getting hounded by the media. He's been getting hounded by the media ever since he first came here. The media has made it their job. They wanted to try and force Pep Guardiola out. Pep's a very reflective person. He'll go away and learn from this. What I will say is, once City have got their whole first team squad available, in particular up front, once we've got Jesus and Aguero back, I would hope that these problems of 23 shots, just 2 on target, would be sorted out and City be coming away with scoring at least 2 or 3 opportunities per game, and then moving on from there, because we have strengthened at the back. I would like to see us sign a left back, and I'm confident that if Aguero properly gets over his injuries and is firing on all cylinders, then City will be able to get that momentum to go forward. Will City get there though? That's the problem. Time will tell. We're 3 games in. Not been a great start. We'll have to wait and see where we develop in the season. City playing every 3 to 4 days. There's going to be a lot of rotation. It's going to be quite difficult, this one, for City at the moment. I'm concerned. I'm not worried. I'm only concerned at this moment in time. All the warning signs are there for Manchester City. The problems that we had last season haven't really been sorted out again this season. Maybe the problem might not be lying in the transfer market. Maybe it's not lying with the players. Maybe it's lying elsewhere. I don't know. At the moment, things just aren't in sync properly. Bits of it are, because we're playing well in parts of games. We're doing well, first 20 minutes against Leicester, first 20 minutes again here, and the first half against Wolves. We played fantastic for the whole game, I thought, against Burnley as well. We're putting in good quality performances at times, and at other times we're not. So it's all about finding that right balance and consistency. Where's the answer? I'm not sure. I don't have the answer. Will Pep have the answer? Well, he's better qualified than me to find the answer. So hopefully things will be able to be sorted out very soon. So we're going to move on now to Stan. He sent in a video last week and again sent in a video this week. So Stan featuring in the video once more.
4 points out of 9, possible 9. I mean, first 20 minutes, recurring theme, started well, pressed them well. Everyone looked up for it. Thought Diaz actually had a really good game. I think we lost the first half because we didn't play well in the end of the first half because of Mendy. I thought he should have come off at half time. But, you know, it's not the worst, but I think Mendy just has to go and we need to sign a new left back. Let's beat Arsenal next week, please. If not, we're not winning the league.
Thanks very much, Stan, for sending in your video. I do agree. First 20 minutes, perfectly fine. The rest of the first half, the warning signs were there for Manchester City. Mendy was getting targeted. Once Leeds had settled into that game and started pushing them extra 10-15 yards, them 10-15 yards are crucial in the game. City were pressing first 20 minutes, forcing the mistakes from Leeds. It stopped once Leeds had got a grasp on the game and were beating the initial press from Manchester City, then pushed themselves further forward and then really targeting certain areas in Manchester City's squad, including Benjamin Mendy. That's why first 20 minutes he did okay, but once Leeds had decided to go forward and started targeting that left-hand side, Mendy then struggled to get into the game. I thought that when Nathan Ake came on and Fernandinho came on as well to help cover in midfield, City looked a lot more secure and for the last 10-15 minutes or so, Man City managed to gather a foothold onto the game. They weren't able to go on and win the game, but they were able to get a foothold in the game and take control away from Leeds and regain it again. Perhaps Pep made the subs a little bit late. Maybe he should have been doing them subs a little bit earlier. I think he was reluctant to make them subs a bit earlier because last week he did it against Leicester. He twisted very early last week against Leicester and it didn't work, so he didn't want to make the same mistake twice, and so he waited, and perhaps he'd have been better last week waiting and this week not waiting. Got it mixed up. But yeah, I do agree about Ruben Dias. Nice to see some confidence at the back. I feel more assured seeing Ruben Dias at the back. Didn't really put a foot wrong for Manchester City. Looked dominating in the air. Good positioning, good tackling, good organisation from him. So Ruben Dias, I thought, had a really good game there for Manchester City. Now, Football Baller 12345 has sent in another video after sending one in last week as well. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for
JSGC is the fan reaction of the Man City v Leeds game. I think we're disgraceful. I can't give up. I'm worried that I'm living at top 4 this season. 1-1. But, yeah, I'm fuming. I want to see a left back. I want to see a left back and a striker coming. At least one of those positions minimum. Because we need it. We need perfection. I'm worried for this team. How have we dropped off this much? So, yeah, I'm disgusted. See you, JSGC.
Football Baller 12345, thanks for the video. I would like to see a left back signed by Manchester City as well. I'm not too sure if we will sign anyone before transfer deadline day. We know City looking at left backs, and we have been getting linked with strikers as well. I'd say left back's probably more realistic for City to sign. It's all about what happens with Zinchenko, but I'm hoping City can still get a little bit more business. I wouldn't even call it panic buying because it's a needed signing by Manchester City. So maybe something might be sorted by close of play tomorrow. That remains to be seen. I am, like I've said earlier in the video, I'm a little bit concerned about making the top 4 too. We're needing consistency to get there. Liverpool got off to a good start. Everton are looking very good. Leicester are looking very good. We know that Chelsea's strengthened this season in the transfer window. Arsenal's got their first full season under Mikel Arteta. I've not even spoke about Spurs and Man United and Wolves. All quality teams as well. City are going to be in and amongst them, you would think. More consistency. After 3 games, it's a bit early to tell as to where we're at, but picking up 4 points from 3 games isn't fantastic, considering City are going to be playing every 3 or 4 days from now right up until after Christmas, apart from when there's international breaks. Lots of games to come here for Man City to find momentum. I'm also worried about injuries and player fatigue and what impact that has had already on Manchester City's squad. But I'm hoping we'll be nice and fresh coming back after the international break. We've got Gundogan, Cancelo, Jesus, Aguero all coming back. So welcome senior players coming back to City and hopefully sorting out some of the underlying issues that City have had. But thank you very much for sending in your video. Now, making a debut on my channel is Thando from South Africa. I hope I've said your name right there. He sent a video over on Twitter.
What's up, mate? JSGC. This is Thando here from South Africa. And honestly speaking, I'm really disappointed and I'm really frustrated as to why Pep is constantly being allowed to chop and change and just fiddle around the squad, because now we just look like a mediocre team that's just trying to qualify for the Europa League. First and foremost, I just feel that Pep is running out of ideas. I just feel that Pep is just overthinking and the English media is getting too much in his head. Basically, he's just allowing the media to control his situation and his system, and he's just confusing the players as well. So, I don't know. I just feel that way. but something needs to change.
Thank you very much for sending your video on Twitter to me. It's interesting that you've mentioned that Pep is running out of ideas. It goes back to what I was saying before. I felt like Mikel Arteta offered lots of fresh, new ideas to Manchester City's squad. I think that Mikel Arteta was highly underrated by everyone, and the impact he was having on Manchester City during them 2 successful seasons that we won the Premier League back-to-back. Mikel Arteta, very influential on not just Pep, but the whole backroom staff and all the players as well. And I think we are missing Mikel Arteta a lot. He offered them new ideas, and City haven't really got them new ideas. So we have Plan A, how Pep plays his system. Once things aren't going right, he's needing that freshness and new ideas from other people to try and tinker and try and work with what's happening with the squad. Pep's all about tactics. Pep's all about his playing style and changing things up, different formations when we're on the ball and off the ball and stuff like that. I mean, the fact that we've done 2 training sessions before this game speaks a lot of volume to me that he's uncertain and he's needing a little bit more gratitude. He's needing a little bit more oomph, if you get what I mean there, from Manchester City. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Like I said, it's a long season, lots of games to be played. The season's been squeezed in. Rotation's going to be needed here from Pep, playing every 3 to 4 days. Like I said, it's up to the players now, when they're on the pitch and they are playing, to start grinding and grinding results. And whilst 1-1 isn't a disastrous result, I thought last week's result against Leicester was a lot worse than this one against Leeds. 1-1 against Leeds isn't a disastrous result, and what I mean by that is Leeds are a good quality team. And I think that certainly for the first half of this season, they'll be taking points off lots of big teams. I thought they were very, very unlucky not to get anything at Anfield. They deserved a point at Anfield, but Liverpool grinded, okay? Yeah, they got a penalty. You make your own luck. Liverpool grinded and wanted that win, whereas with Manchester City, the grind, we're just a little bit short. That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, looking for us to try and pick ourselves up. Like once we get a couple of wins back to back, we'll be able to take confidence from that. Now, moving on to our last fan reaction comes from Jack. He sent a message in over on Instagram, so thank you for sending your message in to me, Jack. It's much appreciated. He said, with positive message here, a good performance tonight. Ruben Diaz was a significant improvement for Manchester City, and for the first time in 2 years, they felt that they were somewhat comfortable with balls coming in over the top. Backs were pushing upfield, so there was more cover there for Manchester City. So City were looking a little bit stronger at the back, and Ruben Diaz will offer that. Uzi's confidence, looked very comfortable on the ball. In my opinion, Ruben Diaz was my man of the match for Manchester City. I thought he looked solid. Ederson, I thought, made some good saves. It was a real shame that he butchered that punch that was mistimed and ended up leading up to Leeds' goal, because other than that, Ederson, in my opinion, looked a lot stronger with his shot stopping. Great save pushing it onto the crossbar. This could easily have been a horrendous result here for Manchester City, so we've got a point, and that, in my opinion, is thanks to Ederson. Leeds played very, very well in this game, and so Ederson played well. Like I said, it's a real shame he made that mistake, because if he hadn't made that mistake, it'd have been my man of the match. We'd probably gone on to have won that match, I would have hoped, and would have had Ederson to have thanked for that. But at the end of the day, the problem lies with 23 shots, 2 on target. That's not great. No Jesus, no Aguero. A little bit disappointing. Raheem Sterling isn't a striker, and to be honest, I don't ever want to see Raheem Sterling playing as a centre-forward for Manchester City again. I'm just wondering why Delap was on the bench, didn't feature, not started. Started against Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup, got himself a goal, out-and-out striker, looked confident, was getting in the defenders' faces, looked really good. He's physical, tall, so if City needing to work the ball out wide, they can put crosses in, he'll win headers. So I'm just wondering why we've not seen him since. He's been on the bench and we've not seen him. That's a little bit disappointing in my opinion. I think Foden's struggling a little bit. He's playing more minutes, obviously. David Silva's left Manchester City, so Foden naturally was not signing a central midfielder. He's going to get a lot more minutes. And this is going to be a big season for Phil Foden. He's going to learn. I'm not expecting him to turn up match after match and put in quality performance after quality performance. But once Leeds had pushed higher up, when City are on the attack, Foden's absolutely fine. Once they're on the attack, though, Leeds, and pushing City back, Foden kind of disappears. That's my opinion. He kind of disappears away from the game. I think Riyad Mahrez has that same impact. Kind of just, when City aren't on the attack, they just disappear away from the game. And City are needing a little bit more grit, in my opinion, in midfield. I like Rodrigo, great ball-playing defensive midfielder. grit, though, I look towards Fernandinho, and I felt like if Fernandinho had started this game, I think City would have had a lot more success in that midfield area and forcing Leeds back, and obviously some players would have gone forward, like Mendy, if you wanted to go forward, that Fernandinho will help cover with that. So, yeah, like I said, it's just little teething little problems that didn't really work here for City. It was nice to see Bernardo Silva coming back. It's nice to see some more first-team players coming back for Manchester City. It's not all doom and gloom here. First 20 minutes or so, Manchester City were fantastic. That pressing was exceptional from City. They were forcing the mistakes. Maybe a team selection was... I thought City were a bit slow with the subs with Fernandinho and Ake. They should have come on a little bit earlier. I can understand why Pep didn't bring them on earlier, because he was concerned with how early he made them subs last week, and it just didn't work against Leicester. So I can understand that. At the end of the day, though, we need to be more clinical. We're missing our strikers. Jesus injured, Sergio Aguero injured. I'm not even sure when we're going to have Sergio Aguero coming back. I'm not sure how serious that injury is going to be, but put Aguero up front, and I don't think we're having the conversation that we're having right now. You're going to miss players like that? No. Our City lacking a striker, I can argue a case for, and I can argue a case against it. But, end of the day, it's 4 points we've picked up from 3 games. That's disappointing. We've got a game in hand still to play against Aston Villa. If we win that, then all of a sudden we're not lingering down in mid-table. We're pushing ourselves up towards, 6th, 7th place, and trying to put pressure then onto the top 4 and getting towards the top. Obviously, we could do these teams at the top starting to drop some points, so we can start making this gap back, because you don't want that gap to be too big at the top, because it will get too big. It can soon then... what we're behind now, we're sitting 8 points behind. Them 8 points can easily become like 15 to 20 points after 10 plus games if City don't sort this out. I'm confident we can sort it out, but that's what will happen to City if they don't sort it out. We've got a big game, very big game coming up. We've got an international break now, so we've got 2 weeks off. We've got a huge game coming up against Arsenal. We're at the Etihad Stadium. We haven't won at the Etihad Stadium in the Premier League this season. Huge game. Mikel Arteta, he'll have Arsenal playing some very good football. He'll have them sitting deeper like they did against Liverpool and looking to hurt City on the counter-attack, just like they did at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final. So Arteta will be looking to get Arsenal to be doing that against. That's going to be a very dangerous game. City need to be clinical. They need to be sorting out them 2 shots on target, because that's not good. They need to be getting them up to about 8 to 12 shots on target and putting, 2, 3, 4 of their chances away into the back of the net. That helps our defence out, helps our team out, and helps us towards winning 3 points. We're not miles and miles away, but we're not where we need to be, in my opinion, at this moment in time. So there we go, that's been my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below this result. Are you happy? Are you unhappy? Let me know why. Let me know in the comments below. Your positives, your negatives, and what you think City can do to sort out this little... We seem to be in a little rut at this moment in time. We look lack of confidence, lack of motivation. What can City do to sort this out? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Like I said, we're on the big march now towards 14,000 subscribers. Close of play tomorrow, can we do it? It's doable, okay? So any help towards that would be much appreciated. And don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram and email, also in the description below too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Thank you for everyone that has sent their videos and their messages and stuff to feature in this video, is much appreciated. And we'll be back again for another fan reaction after the Arsenal game. Hopefully it'll be very positive and we can pick up 3 points. So I'll see you all again then, or I'll see you for the daily transfer updates. So I've been JSGC. I hope you all are safe and well. Thank you for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.